Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Bob here, and as you can see I'm back in Everquest today. I'm in East Carana, the lovely paper thin treed East Carana. I love the style of the graphics in Everquest. They're pretty pretty awesome. But yeah, that sort of, I love the tree representations there. There's a hole in that one. That's weird. Looks like a bird shot straight through the hole there in the tree. And there, awesome. Anyway, enough about the trees. More about the game. I'm playing my enchanter today, as you can see, and I'm going to try some charming for you. It should be an absolute hoot probably, because I've never tried it before really, and I imagine I'm going to be crap at it. I've tried it a bit, but I wasn't very good. But I'm going to give it another go. Because apparently I kind of really need to get quite good at charming, because it's a sort of an enchanter staple later on in life. So get good at it now, while you don't lose too much experience when you die. I'm in East Carana for a reason. There are a load of mobs here, load of creatures at all different levels, and it's quite an open area as well, which means that you can. Yeah, I mean you can run around to your heart's content, run away, as it were, probably in this case. I don't have Spirit of Wolf. I wish I did have. It's just a bit of a safety net, you know, in case things go wrong. Because Charm is very how can you put it? Unreliable, probably. I think is the word to use. Essentially, what I'll be doing is charming a pet. Let's change my spell setup a bit. I'll be charming a pet. There's charm, put that down there. I'll use languid pace maybe, and I'll whack on mesmerise. Yes, I'll be charming a pet, which will be a gorge hound, and then I'll be getting them to fight another gorge hound. Essentially, the trick is to actually sort of, you get your pet fighting, and you get things of, try and get things of equal sort of toughness fighting each other. So once the pet, the idea is once the pet and the thing you're fighting is down to a low enough level, you kind of break charm. So what that means is then you've got two creatures you can quickly kill off, and you get 100% experience for them. If you don't, anyone who knows Everquest and the pet classes will know that. Well, no, don't go away, Mr. Gorgehound. I want you. Anyone who plays Everquest pet classes will know that if your pet does 50% of the damage, you only get 50% experience, which. There we go. That works okay. Which can be a bloody pain in the eye. Pain in the eye. Pain in the eye. Yeah. Which can be a real pain in the neck. So you kill. So you break charm before both of them die. Because you don't have a pet anymore, you can finish both of them off, and essentially get 100% experience for both. Unfortunately, I've got a very unreliable way of doing that at the moment. There's a spell called Taper Enchantment, which I sort of should have brought with me, but I didn't. It's only level 1, I forgot it. Apparently you cast that on your charmed mob, and it removes the enchantment. It removes charm. An easy way of doing it. As a Dark Elf I do have Hide, but I'm finding Hide is incredibly unreliable, to a point of almost just being, you know, a waste of time essentially. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it here. I'll try and use Hide and see if it works. If not, what I'll probably have to do is just get half experience for the thing that my pet's fighting, and then wait for pet charm to wear off, and then kill my pet, kind of thing. Yeah, so not the most efficient way of doing it. I'm sure there's enchanters out there looking at it thinking, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, but unfortunately. I'm new, and I'm learning. My pet's nearly dead, which is a bit of a shame. My pet's dead, so I won't. So all I will get is experience from the what it was fighting, but I will get 100% experience. There you go. So it kind of works out okay. As I said, I've charmed a little bit before. Got a bit frustrated with it, so I kind of know the basics. You know, I kind of know roughly what I should be doing. Yeah, but unfortunately I haven't brought all the tools with me to to do it reliably. I've got a topic of conversation for this video, as I always try and have with the Everquest videos. Before I do, I've had a couple of PMs sort of asking when new videos are going to be up, which is brilliant. It's great that people are sort of waiting for me to do videos. It makes you feel all sort of warm and fuzzy, I think, probably, which is quite a nice feeling. But the problem is that I just do this for fun. I don't go looking for subscriptions. I'm not getting anything from it. I haven't monetized my channel or anything like that. I just do it because I quite enjoy sitting here recording a video and just talking about the game. Essentially, that's the only reason I do it. And I've got a family and a full-time job, so yeah, it's a bit of a. If people are subbing up and kind of expecting there to be videos, should be a bit more often. I should be putting more up than I have been recently, but I had a terrible flu that's kind of lasted for weeks now, and it's only just going away. So that's why videos have been a bit slow recently. Sorry, my cat's just trying to eat my headphone wire. Sorry. Video. I should have been putting up more than I have been. When I say should have done, I don't put myself under any pressure to do it, but just from normally, if you look back, you'll see that I would have had more videos up than I have done recently, generally. But I've had the flu, and it's been a bit of a pain in the arse, and that's the reason why there haven't been any for longer than normal, I would say. But yeah, please bear it in mind. I do it for fun. I kind of have quite a big life outside of YouTube, so I don't get to probably do the videos as much as you'd like it, and I'd like probably, but they will be coming. I want to finish. I'm desperate to finish the Thief one, not because I'm not enjoying myself, but I quite like to get on with another long play. I've got some ideas for another long play game, so I'd like to get that done. Lord of the Rings Online, I've neglected that. That has been a bit of a thing. But I plan on doing that as well. So stick with it. There will be more videos. Now, for the topic for this one, and I'm hoping this charming requires. Oh, bugger. Okay, so the charm's worn off there pretty quickly, as you can see. I mean, it's sort of worn off in a very short space of time. So I've had to mesmerise him. Last about 20 seconds. What I'll probably do is tash again and then re-charm. There we go, and wait for mesmerise to wear off. Yeah, today's topic is really sort of I've had some funny experiences recently. Oh, there's two gorge hounds coming in. Oh, there we go. Mesmeriser's worn off. There's a war wolf. There's a gorge hound. There's a silver Mr. Wolf there. What I'll probably do is pull this gorge hound over here, chap, and hopefully my pet will be better behaved. Yeah, today's topic is just people's kind of psychological and emotional state when they play MMOs. Everquest in particular, maybe. I think Everquest was just one of those games, where people, I think because of the way it was designed, you tend to get in quite a lot of confrontation. But I've had some strange experiences. The first one is a bad one. I'll start on a bad one. I'm playing a magician as well at the moment because I'm not sure if maybe the enchanter might frustrate me a bit. Charm might frustrate me, and I'll stop playing it. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how we go. But I'm leveling a gnome magician, another new character. I'm currently playing. I'm going to hide here. No, it didn't work. You see, I was trying to hide to break my pet. No, my pet's dead, so I'm only going to get experience for the one that we were fighting. Dead. There we go. Apparently, there's a ring goblin ring you can get which breaks charm. I haven't got that, unfortunately, so I'll have to do it as I'm doing it at the moment. Yeah, psychological states. Now, I was playing with a magician. I'm leveling a gnome magician, one of my many orcs that I'm leveling, and I really like him, so you'll probably see some more of him. But I don't want to go over the same zones, you see, so you'll probably see him a bit later on when I'm somewhere new. But I was in Lesser Feydark camping. I went there to camp the Nightbright sisters. Anyone who knows Lesser Feydark will know that that particular camp I think there's 4 of them there, bandits, like humanoid bandit things, a bit like the camp down here actually. There's 4 of them. They're about level 12, so they're quite good experience-wise for me at the time, or they were. But also, everyone knows they're an amazing way of making loads of platinum really early on. And because of that, as you can imagine, it's very overcamped. Back in the old days, you never find it uncamped. There was loads of argument and stuff about it. But I got into the zone, there was no one there, which I thought was pretty awesome, obviously. So I started camping. I killed the first 2, and the second 2 come together. As a magician, I've got no way of splitting them up, so they come together essentially. So I poured them without any real strategy. Pulled them over without any real strategy. I killed. Give me a second. My cat just wants to go out. I'm not just going to let him. Won't be a second. Hello there, guys. I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to let my cat out. Anyway, yeah, I pulled the 2 together. Didn't have much of a plan, so essentially it went kind of wrong. I managed to kill one of them, but my pet died. And anyone who knows a magician will know that once your pet's dead, you know you're in trouble really. So I ran for the zone, which was quite close. I think it's Mistmore is the zone that you go across into. So I ran and zoned, and my plan was to come back, because when I zone it resets a mob. He'll go back to his spawn point. But essentially what I've done is I've broken the spawn times, so they won't spawn together, you know, so I can kill them on their own. Just makes it much easier. So I zoned back into Lesser Faydark. What if I try? There's a little gorge hound here. Yeah, I zoned back in. I ran back to the camp and someone was there. And this was kind of the mistake I made. I mean, he was quite a high level, probably too high level for the actual camp. But it is a good way of making money. So I think a lot of people do go there regardless of level. My mistake was I should have gone up to him and said, "Look, mate, you know, I was camping this." Yeah, you know, as you can see, probably. I mean, there was some of the mobs that I'd killed still hadn't respawned, so he could tell that someone had been there. And I'm sure, you know, if he was a reasonable chap, he probably would have just cleared off. You know, yeah, no problem. I'll clear off. You carry on. But I didn't go over there. I for whatever reason, I think it's because I just generally want to try and avoid conflict. You know, I don't want to get into battles and stuff with people about camps. I mean, as much as I love the graphical style of the game, they are ultimately just polygons, you know, and I've got no interest in getting into an argument about it anymore. 20 years ago, yeah, I probably would have done, but not at my age. So I ran around for a few minutes. I thought to myself, well, this guy might walk off in a minute. You know, he might get bored and whatnot. Maybe he's just passing through. I came back and he was still there, so I went off again, and literally I was only gone for a few minutes, and essentially I came back the second time and he was gone. The 4 mobs were up again, so obviously I thought to myself, well, okay, it seems to be free. So there I go, I'm off fighting again. You know, killed the first 2. I was about to do the second, the last group, and some chap came up. I think he was a bard, half-elf bard probably. Bards tend to be half-elves, don't they? I think people prefer the armour look on them. And it's funny because I mean this kind of shows his state of mind. I mean obviously. You kind of get the impression that he was initially, you know, he's pissed off. You know, I'm not quite sure why. If this is something that has happened to him quite a lot, but he was frustrated from the off. You know, the fact that I was there, and his opening line to me was something along. I think it was something along the lines of. I'm trying to remember now, but it was something along the lines of, "I see while I was off at the merchant, you'd stolen my camp." Well. You know, what I'm going to do here is maybe wait until my pet charm wears off. I don't know if I can hide, actually. Let me see if I can hide. Oh, yeah, that worked. So I've hidden and my pet's upset. So the idea now is to kill the pet. You know, I'll get 100% experience for him. Yeah, so that was the guy's opening line. You know, I saw you stole my camp while I was away. And normally, probably, I'd have just hit quit and logged out. But something about his attitude kind of peeved me off, and I must confess I bit a bit, and I sort of replied to him, explaining the situation, and I'm not quite sure why it was his camp, and he said to me, well, I just went off to the merchant. Bearing in mind I'd only been gone from the camp about 5 minutes, so you know, in that time he's come and sort of taken over the camp, And then he's run off to the merchant. It's a bit weird, really. I was kind of a bit, well, that's a bit odd. And I kind of explained that to him. But he was kind of, his attitude was one of, he wasn't aggressive at all in any way. His attitude was one of sort of, you should feel sorry for me. One of the things he said was, I only play EverQuest for a couple of hours a week. Whenever I do, someone screws me over, and I'm like, well, I haven't screwed you over, really. I'm not quite sure why you feel that way, but he was kind of feeling sorry for himself. And I kind of mentioned how things went. I mentioned the high level character, and he also mentioned the high level character as well. He had kind of spoken to this person and said that, well, this guy gave me the camp, and I kind of tried to explain to him that it wasn't really his camp to give. I could kind of see his point. I'd gone. This other guy had come in. This other guy obviously felt that it was his camp, and he's passed it on. So I can kind of see why maybe he felt that way. I'm not 100% up on sort of camp etiquette, so I'm not quite sure sort of how it works. But by the same token, the fact that he'd only had the camp 2 minutes and he'd run off to a vendor kind of meant that similar sort of situation, he'd given up the camp as well. I kind of probably felt ultimately neither of us really had anything to complain about. Maybe we'd both done things that we shouldn't have done with regards to etiquette of camping and who's who and whatnot, and who's got the right to it. But bearing in mind, I'm at this point I'm losing interest because I don't want to get involved in these sort of confrontations in EverQuest. I want to log into EverQuest. I want to play the game, have a laugh, and log out again. I'm way past that. Just from an age point of view and a sort of a mentality point of view. But I think it was just his initial opening that sort of set me off and had me thinking, this guy's a bit of a knobhead, and I don't kind of want him to get his own way completely as easily as that. But eventually he sort of went off, with his tail between his legs. He was feeling sorry for himself. Well, I'm going, I'm going to go and find another camp, kind of thing. And at this point, I had lost my appetite for the game, and I was going to log out. So I started logging out, and I did send him a tell. I said, look, why don't you come over? I've lost interest in the game. I don't really want to play it anymore. I was going to go and do something else. There's a lot of these evil eye things here. An evil eye scowls at you, ready to attack. He's got a little enchanter pet as well. Look, bloody hell. Not happy about that. Oh, bugger. Where the bloody hell did he come from? Oh, sorry guys, we're running to the zone. We're running to the zone. So I can finish the story anyway while we're running to the zone. Yeah, anyway, he went off, tail between his legs. I'd lost my appetite for the game, so I was logging out. I sent him a tell saying, look, come over, take the camp. I'm just not interested. I'm going to log out. But he still wouldn't have it. His response to me was, well, you should have given me the camp when I asked for it. A bit childish. I tried to explain to him that I shouldn't have done that. There was no reason why I would have done. But he wasn't interested. He was just he was upset. So yeah, essentially I logged out. I mean, just as you know, when you log out of an MMO, generally you get a timer, unless it's Guild Wars 2, I think. And I sent him a tell just as I was logging out. Said, look, why don't you come over and we'll share it? Then I thought maybe we can salvage something from the encounter. And to be fair to him, just as I was about to log out, he did say, "Oh, I'm all right then." I thought I was dealing with my son. It was very bizarre. But I'd kind of just logged out at that point because I wasn't expecting a response. So I didn't log back in. I thought I was just a bit fed up with it, really. Yeah, so that was a bit of a negative experience. It's a shame, really, because I think that had he started the conversation in the right way, I might have gone off. If he'd have come and said to me, look, I was camping here, even knowing what I knew, the history of it, I probably would have maybe said, all right then, and gone, because I'm just not interested in getting into that sort of thing if I can avoid it. But obviously it was his opening sort of gambit, as it were, that sort of made me dig my heels in a bit. So strange situation. But I did have a really good situation. It was kind of like a partnership. I've also started an Ixar monk. I never played an Ixar because I wasn't kind of keen on the Ixar sort of whole Ixar thing at the time, but I quite like them now, and I quite like the monk as well. So you might see a bit of that character in a future video. But I started an Ixar monk, and anyone who's gamed in Field of Bone, low level, will know that there's a little dungeon essentially where there's those spiderlings. Oh, there's the evil eye. don't know where he came from. He's green actually. Look, he's green to me, that one, which is quite weird. I could probably charm him as a pet. That'd be a laugh. But I think I'll avoid that at the moment. Yeah, good experience. We'll finish on one of those. I was killing spiders in this little dungeon, getting lots of spiderling silk. Completely unaware that spiderling silk is actually really sought after. It's used in bags, apparently. People who like sewing things make bags out of them. So they pay quite a lot for the silk, and I had about 100 at the time, because I was levelling in. The area that I was in, I was levelling in there. I didn't think anything of it, but this high level shaman came in, and to be honest with you, he was brilliant. I'm assuming it was a male character. He could have been an absolute numpty. He could have been a real knobhead, and sort of come in, and he was high level, sort of 50 plus, I'm assuming, or something. He could have come in and just started killing everything and give me a hard time and sort of chase me out, but he didn't. He said to me, "Look, I'm after spiderling silks. You're here. Why don't I buy them off you?" And everyone's a winner, as Del Boy would say. I was like, yeah, great, no problem. Still had no idea how much the spiderling silks were worth. So I was relying on him. He said to me, "How much do you want for them?" I said, "Well, I don't really know how much they cost, to be honest. I don't know how much I don't know what the going rate is, to be honest. So I'm kind of relying on you." And he said, "Well, it's normally 2 platinum per two platinum pieces per bit of silk. So that's if that's 40 plat for a stack of 20, which is what they come in." I was like, yeah, I was made up. I was thinking, bloody hell, I've got sort of 100 here, so that's about 200 plat. So we did we did that transaction. That was great. And he said, "If you're going to be staying here, just give me a shout." Give him a druid a shout. He had another high level character, druid, who I think the druid was porting for cash to buy the silks. I think probably, but he said, "Give him a druid a shout, and I'll come over." And over the course of the next sort of 2 or 3 hours, ended up making about 600 and something platinum. Which is just amazing, really. Completely unexpected. I've never been in a situation before in the game where I've made so much plat just through doing normal stuff. Without someone sort of giving you the money, as it were. So it was quite an amazing thing. I was obviously really really over the moon, to say the least. I've got to be careful here, because this particular gorge hound is a bit higher level than some of the other ones, so there's a considerable risk involved. This one's a bit lower. I'm going to go and charm this one because this one's a bit lower. Considerable risk involved there. The higher level they are, the quicker they break charm, which can be a pain in the arse. Let's go around here. Yeah, so I was just amazed, really. I mean, as I said, I've never had an experience in the game where I've made plat where you weren't twinked, or where to a certain extent. Oh, for God's sake, where did that one come from? Honestly, this game, it just pees you off sometimes. I'm running to the zone again, guys. I do apologise. You're not seeing much charming at all. It's rubbish. But at least it kind of lets me finish the story. Yeah, as I was saying, I've made 650 plat on the Exile Monk just through doing normal levelling and stuff, selling spiderling silks, and it was great. A great experience, because we'd sort of we'd worked up sort of bit of a partnership. We got this partnership going. We were both doing stuff to help each other out. He could have been farming the silks himself, but I imagine he would much rather be off doing something else somewhere else, essentially. So I was helping him in that regard. Obviously, the platinum that he was paying me has given my Exile Monk a massive leg up. So that was pretty awesome. Yeah, and everyone sort of came out of it okay. And that was a positive experience. The fact that you can sort of we'd kind of made this business arrangement, as it were, and everything was above board, and people got what they wanted, and they were happy with it. It was pretty awesome, and that's a good side of MMOs. When things go right in an MMO. That's when it was one of those experiences. Yeah, but sort of two ends of the spectrum there. Had lots of strange things going on in between. Mostly sort of being in a zone and observing other people, just having arguments and stuff. And it kind of, I'd been to the Project 1999 forums quite a lot, but just to look at class stuff. Really, I'm not really interested in all the other crap. But the experience with the camp did sort of lead me into looking at the darker side of Project 1999 and how things are going to be the further I go. You know, and it's a bit. There appear to be some numpties playing on this server. Unavoidable, you know. People are numpties. That's just the way it goes. But I'll save that for another. I'll save that for a different topic for another video. You know, some of the stuff that I've read on the forums is quite funny. I mean, you kind of got grown men still arguing about raids and you know, camps and loot and that kind of thing. But we'll go into that in another video. Yeah, it's that experience led me to have a look at some of the other parts of the forum that are a bit less fun by the looks of it. But we'll oh, for pity's sake. Oh my god, I'm sorry guys, this is terrible. This is no fun at all for you. Maybe you enjoyed my crap talking or not, I've got no idea. Yeah, but this is stupid, no fun. Let's zone again. What I might do is quickly zone, then I'll come back when I'm set up again, just so you can see a bit of gameplay. Not me running for the zone like a big sissy every 5 seconds. So yeah, so that we'll save that topic for another video. But that'd be quite a good one, I think, probably. And it sort of, yeah, harks right back to how things used to be. Anyway, give me a second and I'll come back with some proper gameplay, I promise. Hello guys, welcome back. I'm going to try and attempt to show you some more charming, some more gameplay here. Some more charming. There's a lot of crap wandering around at the moment, I have to say. Although let me go around this way. Let me run around the back of this camp. This guy here is blue to me, actually. He might be quite useful to charm. But there is a little. Most of these bandits are green, I think, probably. But there is a little gorge hound here. Looks like he might make a half decent pet. Let's give it a go. As you've noticed, I'm not pro at charming, but we'll try our best. Cast Tashan on him, then hit him with a charm, and he's my pet. Oh, come on, little wolfie, little hound, I should say. Don't look much like a hound, looks like a wolf. But let's go and see if we can find something to kill, so you guys can see some bloody gameplay, rather than me just running to the zone. It's probably going to be quite a long video, this one. Make up for the fact that I haven't done one for a while. Are there any safe areas over here, are there? Oh, for God's sake, when you want another gorge hound, you can't find one. That's bloody typical, that is. And obviously the longer I'm running around not fighting anything, the closer my pet's getting to to breaking charm and chewing me up. But there's one here, so we'll have a go at this chap. Let's pull him over. Come on then. There we go. Now I'll try hide again here to see if it works. Try and get both my pet and the other dude down as low as possible. Attack. Cool. Okay. There we go. Bit of a tash. Let's put tash on him. I'll root him in place. So if charm does break, hopefully I'm only dealing with my pet attacking me. And I think we just let them duke it out, I guess. Hopefully they'll both get down to about the same kind of point, health-wise. It'd probably be quite useful, actually, that if my pet does break charm when they're both quite low, is maybe don't recharm it, just root it, and then blow them both up to get 100% experience. I do want to keep the other dude rooted, though. Definitely, just to sort of make it safe. I'm going to try and hide at the moment. Oh, that worked. That worked. So probably a bit early. Cool. But now I've got two mobs rooted. At that point where I can just sort of burn them down for 100% experience each. Well done, Hyde. Hyde worked flawlessly there. Exactly as I wanted it to. I'm going to use my little spell here, just to, really make that poor gorge hound suffer there very slowly. So it's 100% experience for that one. This is my old pet, bless him. You know, he did a good job. But we'll get 100% experience for this one as well. That's worked out quite well. This is obviously when charm goes right, which must be the name of a up and coming reality show, surely at some point. Yeah, that's when charm works. It really works. I killed 2 mobs, got all the experience, and I'm still alive with 100% health. I'm amazed that's worked out. That's awesome. We'll do that once more, just for laughs. I'm sure it won't go as well a second time. On 60% mana, that might be enough. There's so much. Oh, there's another worthy. No, don't go away. That gorge hound there is a bit higher level. There's a gorge hound. Oh, there's loads of them just spawned here. Look. Which one? I've got my choice of pets. They're kind of all the same, really, aren't they? There's loads of them here. Look. No, that's a silver Mr. Wolf. Oh, I thought Bandit was going to cast a spell at me then. No, that's a wolf. That's no good. I'm sure this hound running over the back here is a good candidate for a bit of a charm. Let's go and have a look. It just keeps walking away like a bit of a pain in the bloody ass. Let's keep charm. Quick. Hey! Worked. Cool. I bet all the other ones have wandered. Yeah, I told you, look, all the other ones have bloody wandered off now. Oh, for God's sake. Sorry, I'm having a real whinge at the moment. There's one here. We'll pull him over. Yeah, will we? Yeah, we will. Yep. Where's that evil eye going? Oh, he's going back. Bloody evil eye, what a pain in the arse. Whoa! Bloody hell, they move quick. I suppose they do have 4 legs. You know, that might be why. Tashan again on my non-pet. Stick a root on him. There we go. And I'll try the whole. Is there anything? I'll make sure nothing's sneaking up around me. Nope, seems okay. Let's get meditating. So yeah, we'll try the whole hide thing again. Hopefully they'll get down to. They seem to be kind of keeping each other at a pretty similar health level, which is quite good. Yeah, and I'm feeling like a boss at the moment. Yeah, I'm feeling pro on the charm in front. Come on. And then my pet's a bit lower on health. Yeah, my pet's kind of going down a bit quicker. Let's root the other guy again. Let's try hide again, see if it works. I did! Oh, it worked again. The pet's coming at me quick. Got him. Haha! Well, that's awesome. That's twice it's kind of worked in a row. Bloody hell, I've got to cast another spell. He's nearly dead. There we go. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of experience for these. I'm pretty sure I should be getting 100% because I don't have a pet anymore. What's this guy on? He's on 26%, so I'm going to have to use a couple of spells to finish him off. Sanity Warp. A Gorge Hound looks delirious. You would be as well, wouldn't you? Someone's messing with your head. I might as well finish off the fight. There we go. Oh, a little bit of loot. I can't. No, I might have to go and sell some stuff. These little runes are wizard research thingies. They can be worth quite a lot actually, so I think I might keep that one and go and sell it in a minute. What's he got? He's got a mage page, words of eradication. That's a magician's thingy-majiggy. A silver ring or a silver. Let's get rid of the silver rings. Keep the page because the pages can be worth quite a lot as well. And I'll probably go and sell those. Anyway, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. We've seen a bit of charming action, and it's all gone spookily well in the last two fights. I'm sure it'll I'm sure things will go downhill after. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back with another video soon.